Hello everybody and welcome to Wine Library TV. I'm your host, Gary Vaynerchuk. And today is Gary Vaynerchuk Appreciation Day. That's right, you've got one. I deserve one too. I'm doing a good job. There's some people that like me, I get some comments. Some people don't like me, but what are you going to do? I mean, we're doing some very interesting stuff here on WLTV, and I'm doing a Gary Vaynerchuk Appreciation Day. What that is every 30 to 50 episodes, I think, unless it gets a little more popular, I'm going to show you a couple things that have turned me on over the last 30 days, 2 weeks, what have you. Today I've got a $15 California blend that just blew my socks off, and a $200 classic Bordeaux. So two very distinct, differently wines, but two amazing wines that have really done something for me, and hopefully they show well again today, and I can tell you about them. I think there's some value to it, and that's what I'm going to do. You may notice the football. You may notice the greatest quarterback in NFL history behind me, Joe Willie. Today is the opening kickoff of the NFL season. Lots of football talk on WLTV, so obviously I have to mention it. And tonight's game between the Pittsburgh Steelers, the defending Super Bowl champions, are going to be playing the lowly, awful, dismal, hateful, dirty Fish from Miami. Now, I'm no Pittsburgh Steelers fan. They're dirty and hateful and disgusting as well. But with their atrocious backup tonight, I mean just awful, like, am I better? Probably. Charlie Batch tonight. I still think they're going to beat the disgusting, awful Nick Saban Dolphins 13-10. And that's my question of the day. I'm going to do it right now. Mix it up. What's your score for tonight's game? And what will you be drinking when watching it, if you're going to be watching it? I am predicting 13-10 Steelers. And I will be drinking the wonderful remaining wine of the 2003 Leaville Lascasse. So, question of the day, please answer it. You never know. If you pick the score exactly correct, there might be a free bottle of wine in the mail for you. So, let's move on. And let's do what we do here. We taste wine, don't we? 2004 20 Rose, the Grappler, which is a fantastic blend from California. 58% Zin, 38% Syrah, and 12% Cabernet. So it's a really, really interesting Meritage. Real different. Zin, Cab, Syrah, outside the box. The 20 Rose Cab, I don't know if we've done on WLTV, but we've sold an obscene amount this year so far. It's a controversial one. You may want to check it out on winelibrary.com. There's like 7 to 8 very good reviews. There's 2 or 3 bad ones. A lot of hype on it, but unbelievable winery. We discovered them last year. I've been enjoying their wines, and I liked 03 Grappler, and we sold a lot of it. But I loved the 04 Grappler, which I had a few weeks ago. As a matter of fact, it is the early contender to be my Thanksgiving wine. Because, you know, Zins go great with turkey. And this is not all Zinfandel, but it's just an amazing value. And for $15, it is out there. Huge nose. I got the big glass today. It's a big day. Yeah, just really, really, really nice nose. Has a very silky kind of apricot kind of flavor. You know, when I mean silky, I mean like fresh is what I really was going for. Fresh apricots, freshly, you know, cut apricots, a little bit of licorice, very obvious licorice actually, black licorice, and a little bit of red currant. Really, really, really floral. Very big nose. Yeah. And what I love about this wine, this is a very young wine. The tannins are very firm, huge structure on the mid palate, which is very, very interesting. This is a black, you know, pitch black, big, big wine. It coats your palate. My entire palate right now is coated with the flavors that are there. It's a little bit too dry right now. Needs to breathe a little bit more, maybe. It actually needs a cellar maybe for another 6 months. I'm not really recommending this right this second as a super value. I'm recommending it more maybe in 6 months, and hopefully around Thanksgiving is where I'm really seeing it. This wine has been open for about 2 hours. The next wine has been decanted for about 10 hours. I mean, yeah, just all day. So, I'm going to score this wine because of its long, silky finish that I'm really tasting right now. 90 points. 90 points. Not based on dollars. I'm going to veer away for a minute. I got all your reactions yesterday, and I understand, and I'm going to adjust. I'm going to do what you want. That's what I'm here for. So, I'm going to score wine from now on with no dollar value in my own mind. So, 90 points. If this was $800, or if this was a quarter, a nickel, a half a penny, 90 points. We're going to go with that, and that's that. So, 90 points. Yeah, so, this is a nice wine. I'm a huge fan of it. This almost shows 91 point potential. The last bottle I had, I thought maybe it was a point better. I mean, now we're nitpicking. While I'm on points, I'm just going to say one thing. Please do take into account, the tasting notes, the things I'm referring to, the flavors. Those I'm on point with. This has apricots, for example. Points are so subjective. 85 to me is not that great. Spectator says it's very good. I don't know what Parker says. So while I'm on points, and I'm veering away now, but that's what I like to do, let's not take them to the grave. Let's really look at the flavor profiles, the tasting notes, the experiences. But I will still be using points because so many people know how to use that as a reference. So that handles all that. 90 points. Let's move on. Good wine. Really worth seeking out. They're starting to get a lot of distribution. Definitely seek out the 20-row wines. I am actually a huge fan of these wines. And for $15, $20, that's what they're priced at. They still show tremendous values for California wine. 2003 Chateau Le Velasquez from Saint Julien. 97 points. Wine Spectator, 93 points. Robert Parker. I mean, big scores. $200 US. 70% Cab, 17% Merlot, 12 to 13% Cab Franc. Very big time wine. I had this wine at, I want to say BLT Steak in the city about a month ago. Could be wrong, but I'm almost sure. Speaking of which, I went to Buddha Bar in the city yesterday. So if you're in the meatpacking district in New York City, Manhattan, the Big Island, please check out Buddha Bar. It is an amazing place. They have fish tanks with jellyfish. It was crazy. But not only that, the food, the wine list, the bar, the scene, it's hot. Check it out. Anyway, great color. I'm going to get really in there, and here we go. Get in here for this one. Huge. I mean, this nose just killed me right off the bat. There's an amazing black cherry, blackberry and cherry charcoal nose. Almost the best way I can put this is, this is going to be great. This is the way to do it. Mushrooms, the whole thing with the open fire. Cherries and blackberries on an open fire, that's the kind of nose you're getting. I have no idea what would happen to the cherries and the blackberries if you burnt them, but the aromas in the air would be this. This has got an amazing nose that way. Huge. I mean, I could smell this wine all day. I'm Gary Vaynerchuk. I smell, remember? I mean, this is addicting, the nose. I'm telling you. I didn't want to spit it, but I had so much in my mouth. This is perfect young Bordeaux. Saint Julien is the smallest of the 4 Haute-Medoc communes on the left side of the bank in Bordeaux. But they are making some of the finest wines. Chateau de Cru, Chateau, Le Velasquez. They're very similar to their cousins, which are the Pauillac wines, which have Latour and Lafite. And wow, this is just, I'm almost kind of been comatose by the quality of this wine. It has an amazing Asian spice mid-palate. The finish is like flying through my palate right now as I speak. The nose is still like, I just want to sit here and smell this the rest of the episode. Very complex, very rich, huge mid-palate. This is everything you would want in a wine. Tons of fruit, but complex. You know what? Balance. Isn't that what the best thing in life are? The things that are most balanced. This is a beautifully balanced bottle of wine. I would rate this 96 points. I think Parker's underrated this, even though I think Parker is by far the best Bordeaux wine critic in the world. 96 points, easy actually. I can see this wine evolving into a classic. It's amazing how much it's showing right now. This wine will last for 25 to 45 years. I think the Jets should have at least 25 to 45 Super Bowl rings by then. I mean, this is amazing juice. This is what wine is all about. I mean, if you're looking for one bottle to put in your cellar and have something special in years to come, you want to splurge, you want to buy a great gift, luckily this wine is available everywhere. They make a good amount of this wine. Any fine wine shop across this wonderful country, you should be able to find this wine. 96 points. Awesome. I mean, just great. So, I I treated myself. That was really awesome. 2 great wines. I am really thrilled. I'm going to do a little house cleaning. No questions today. I've got a question of the day. I just want to talk about a couple things. The color. We've been talking a lot about the color. You know, somebody wants me to put a camera down here shooting down this way. Really sweet idea. White shirts, white paper. I'm going to try to figure something out. We're going to keep thinking about it. But once again, I mean, you know, the color has a huge impact and should not be overlooked. So I will try to come up with something, but it's kind of tough getting the color across on camera. But I will address that. So many comments about that. Next, my pronunciation of wines. I noticed somebody mentioned something yesterday in the comments that I'm the best of all time, but my pronunciation sucks. So I will say I'm sorry, and I agree. Sometimes I really drop the ball. I don't know if you know this, but I speak fluent Russian. And I think I'm just a 2-language guy. And some of these, pronunciations do hurt me. And I'm not the king of pronunciation. But I will do my best. And when I drop the ball, call me out on it. Because, man, do I love to be humbled. Finally, Chris Stan has a spreadsheet. That's right. You might have mentioned he noticed it. He's been emailing me for weeks to put it out there. I was going to do this grand thing, but I've been getting busy. So Chris Stan, he couldn't wait for me anymore. So he started putting it out there in the comments section. Chris Stan, a viewer of Wine Library TV, has put together an amazing spreadsheet of Wine Library TV with all sorts of things like my ratings and my comments and just an amazing spreadsheet. We will make that available to anybody who wants it. I'm going to email Chris after this show and ask him if he wants to email people, if he wants me to do it. We may put it on the website. I'm going to talk to my IT department. This is amazing, amazing work. Humbling. I can't believe somebody did this. Chris, I thank you. And viewers, you will be blown away by this spreadsheet. It's unbelievable. So, we will address that. I addressed the scoring issue. I've addressed everything I would think I wanted to address today. Mentioned Buddha. Yeah, I did good. This is Gary Vaynerchuk, uncorking knowledge, one bottle at a time. Not bad, JP.